Isaiah 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Start by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Harakakwatash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom. Yeah, prophecy being fulfilled, man. You know, and Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect, man, because a lot of our people, which our people are the children of Israel, according to the Holy Scriptures in the Bible, which are your so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Okay, and part of that Latino or Hispanic, however you want to call it, are you Puerto Ricans, man. Okay, the ones in Puerto Rico, the ones scattered, throughout America, and you're in captivity. Plain to say, just like the rest of the 12 tribes. Okay, but in particular, because you are one of the head tribes of the nation of Israel, particularly the head of the north, you got to catch it. Okay, just like Judah has to catch it, you got to catch it as well. All right, you got to catch it as well. All right, so I'm gonna hit a few scripts, but particularly before I hit these scriptures, I want to show you this. For this is a couple days past, but I want to see how this thing was gonna play out a little bit. Particularly talking about these storms, because after Hurricane Dorian rocked the Caribbean, particularly hitting those Caribbean islands in Puerto Rico, it's more to it, right? And they just said Puerto Rico rocked by by an earthquake as storm approaches. I'm gonna play this video, and then I'll read a little bit of the articles, a few articles in here. And there's also other storms lining up as well to go run right through you, which proves it's the Most High doing this, man. Okay, the Most High God's name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, His name is Yahweh Shai, and they are dark skinned in appearance. Okay, what we call dark skinned man are not playing no more. These are the last days, and these prophecies have to come to pass, and our people must get punished because they will not turn away from their wicked doings. Okay, I'm gonna play this video and then I'll read some of the article. This was the 24th, which was now 2 days ago. All right, here we go with this. All right, man. Get rid of them BS commercials. Let's see what we got.
As they slept, the video shows appears to be a water main break, but there are no immediate reports of significant damage. The U.S. Geological Survey says the quake struck about 49 miles off of Puerto Rico's northwest coast. The quake, as Tropical Storm Karen moves closer to the island with heavy rains and strong winds. I was following our David Begnow's Instagram and Twitter account. He was live tweeting as this earthquake was happening.
But Puerto Rico must now be feeling enough. Right. Enough, Jesus. That's okay.
We got our fair share.
Leave it to Robert. Oh, that Robert. I forgot that thing. That is her name. Enough, Jesus. Okay, yeah, no, it's not enough. You instantly call Yahweh Shai. He ain't even shown up to the scene yet. Okay, and the Most High, Yahweh, this ain't enough, man, because you don't deserve mercy because we didn't obey what the Heavenly Father said. Okay, we didn't obey what the Heavenly Father said. He's gonna continue to smash you because you deserve vengeance and indignation from the Heavenly Father and His wrath. Why? Because you've been the harlot and joined unto idols. All right, I'll get that in the scriptures. Give me one moment. Let me read a little bit about it. It says a magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck near Puerto Rico Monday evening, scaring and rousing many of their sleep in the U.S. territory. The U.S. Geological Survey said the quake hit 49 miles off the island's northwest coast at a shallow depth of 6 miles. Okay. 3 aftershocks with magnitude 4.7, 4.6, and another 4.6 hit within less than an hour in the same region at the same depth. These are signs that you people are doing too much, man. Okay? All them idols you got down there, you know, not worshiping. You got the Santeria and different images of Cesare Borgia down there. All right, the Most High is not playing games with you. All right, He is not playing games with you. You know, and we already know what Dorian has done. And from Dorian, there's been. I mean, because when you learn about these storms in meteorology, the storms go in alphabetical order. They name the storms according to alphabetical order. So Dorian, and then like there was some E that kind of whatever. But now they're starting to line up. Now it's like Karen, and then it was then like Jerry, and then Lorenzo. Matter of fact, let me get the other one. It says right here, I'm going to go to this one down here at the bottom. It says, Kiara Hernandez, spokeswoman for the island's emergency management agency, told the Associated Press there were no immediate reports of damage and that there was no risk of tsunami. Okay, great. She said emergency management officials were already on alert for the approaching tropical depression Karen. Okay. Tropical depression Karen was coming. All right, but let's see this, though. All right. Hurricane tracker. 3 hurricanes on collision course with each other. Okay, there's a couple images right there. We're going to play this, let's see how this plays out. We're going to go to the commercial, I'm sure. Let's see what happens. Bear with it while I load up a moment.
On Hurricane Jerry, 85-mile-per-hour winds, not the healthiest looking storm system. It's been battling some dry air, some pockets of higher wind shear the last 24 hours. Should pass safely north of the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico and eventually make that sharp north turn well before it reaches the Bahamas or the Turks and Caicos. So long term, I don't see any issues for land areas except the island of Bermuda.
But let's not act like the Most High couldn't bring a high pressure to push it right into the Gulf, right over those islands. Okay? He could do whatever he wants. He could easily, at any point, bring up a high pressure out of nowhere. And for you that's in the know, that's paying attention to this, the chariots are always seen around these storms. They could easily build up a high pressure and push it right into those into the islands, man. Okay, at any point. But that initial fear, that anticipation of the storm hitting again and again and again, okay, should put you in fear to know the power of Yahweh. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing it.
Right now, Bermuda kind of right in the middle of this track towards next late Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. Bermuda, of course, just dealt with effects from Umberto passing just to its north, some hurricane force wind gusts a couple of nights ago, so they could unfortunately be...
And what they're really talking about is the eye of the storm. That's actually what they're talking about, the eye of the storm. All right? This is where the eye of the storm passes. That doesn't mean that the rains on the outer edges don't hit these places. Okay, it's not just because the eye of the storm don't pass right there. It doesn't mean that they're not getting hit with a lot of rain, wind, and moisture. Okay? You know, that makes it look nice that was passing that way, but some of these are so huge, you know. I wish I could catch this image here. And let me see it. Let's see if I can finish up this. Yeah, and Lorenzo's on the way as well. Oh, they ain't showing nothing. So I'll go ahead and get rid of that. Wrap this up.
Dealing with another system come the middle of next week.
Another system come the middle of next week. We don't want whatever this is. And exit out of that as well. Yep. 13 depressed so far. We have, oops, bear with me one moment. All right. Internet, man. Anyway, it says 3 tropical systems are spinning in the Atlantic. And they show them video there, but I don't have time for that video. It says 3 tropical storms, Jerry and Lorenzo, and tropical depression Karen are spinning across the Atlantic basin, and 2 of the storms have threatened islands. It says tropical depression Karen weakens but still poses a threat. The Karen, downgraded on Monday afternoon from a tropical storm to depression, continues to track across the Caribbean toward Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. And this was on Monday. Today being Thursday, we know that this has already hit the island. It says the storm is packing 35-mile-an-hour winds and moving northwest to 13 miles per hour. It will take a more northerly direction, and tropical storm force winds could arrive in Puerto Rico by early Tuesday. A storm formed early Sunday near Grenada and passed between the island and St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sunday morning. By Monday, the storm took a turn to the north and prompted the National Hurricane Center to issue a tropical storm warning for Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, and the British Virgin Islands. Okay, yeah, funny. Esau ruling over. Anyway, it says, which is all in prophecy. Those prove that those people are in captivity. You were the Israelites down there. Okay, some of Benjamin, some of the northern tribes are in those islands as well. Okay, proving that you're the Israelites, and then you getting hit with these storms, like I read in Isaiah the 29th chapter already. He gonna visit you with earthquakes and storm and tempests, man. All right. Anyway, so, and you can continue reading about the Jerry moves toward Bermuda, Hurricane Jerry, and then Lorenzo forms near Africa, and it's gonna come right through that same path. Okay, which was the same path that the so-called slave ships came across. All right, even the ships, when they came out of the northern kingdom came out of the Assyrian captivity through Asareth, or the land that no man knew, to these Americas over here, which is taught about Asareth. Okay, when 10 tribes came over here, you can go right into Second Ezra, I believe it's the 13th chapter, and read all about that. All right, but when those storms came over here, when those ships came over here, they took the same path that these storms are taking. These are the gusts of the winds push you through the oceans this way, which they were sailboats, large sailboats back then. All right, and keep those waters moving that way. All right, and so they're gonna follow that same path and hit you people. All right. It says, so I'm not gonna go deep into that, but these are things coming, man. Things for you to worry about. All right, so I'm going to hit these scriptures. But more importantly than worried about these storms, because we know Yahushua calmed storms on a boat before. We know all those things, okay? You know, if he will pull us out of this captivity and out of these punishments if we all face the east and call upon him. Not going to happen. Okay, it's not in prophecy anyway, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to go to, matter of fact, let's get into the meat of it now. Let's go to Genesis. The book of Genesis 48, showing you that you're one of the head tribes, so you gotta catch it. All right, this is Genesis 48:13. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel's left hand, their grandfather, with Joseph's father. Okay, because Joseph was a direct son of Jacob, who was Israel at this point after the blessing, and went and blessed his sons, and Israel was blessing his sons. Okay, and that's how they became 2 of the tribes that would get the blessing passed on through Joseph. All right, it says, and And Manasseh, which are you Cubans, Manasseh was the older. When you read into this, which I'll run through it real quick. Manasseh was which are the Cubans. They got it down near them islands as well. Okay, they were the elder. They were supposed to get the blessing, but the younger son of Joseph, Ephraim, is who became the head tribe. All right, but all the 12 tribes got to catch it though. Anyway, it says right hand and brought them near unto him, and Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hands willingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. So he went to the left hand for Manasseh, even though Manasseh was put towards, so he crossed his hands to do it. So he would anoint the heads of the children the proper way, according to the Spirit. Okay, which the younger would be under the right hand now, because he was the chosen to be the head of that tribe. Okay, it says, and he blessed Joseph and said, the Most High, Yahweh, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the Most High, which fed me all my life long unto this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them. So when you see the name Joseph or Israel, their name gets put on those tribes, okay? On Manasseh and Ephraim, okay? It says, let my name be on them in the name of my fathers, Abraham and Isaac. This is the blessing passing down into Ephraim and Manasseh, all right? It says, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, because he was younger. It said, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. And he blessed them that day, saying, in thee shall Israel bless, saying, Yahweh make thee as Ephraim and as Manasseh. And he set Ephraim before Manasseh, even though he was the younger brother. Okay, and when you look at all the tribes, Ephraim is a fruitful bow. And that's what the name Aparayam, which means fruitful. Okay, very fruitful tribe, very large tribe. All right. Now from there, I want to go to let's go to Ezekiel, so you can see that name was passed right down from that blessing directly right there. All right, that's about the 17th verse of work. It says Ezekiel 37 and 17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And this is the two tribes, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, which, if you know the history, after Solomon, the kingdom was split by Rehoboam and Jeroboam, and the kingdom was divided and had been divided ever since. Eventually, the northern kingdom going into the Assyrian captivity, and then after the Assyrian captivity, and that's when they ran through the temple. I mean, they just completely just destroyed us. Okay, the Babylonians took the southern kingdom. You know, we've never been the same. And then after the Assyrian captivity, the northern kingdom got on the boats and came over to Assyria. That's what I was referring to in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right, which were the Americas. All right, because there was no one that dwelled over here when you go into the word Assyria. All right, there's no nation of people that actually lived over here in the Americas. All right, until they got here, or we, shall I say? Anyway, it says and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou now not show us unto what thou meanest by these, saying unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, okay, because Because when you go into it, it was a stick of Joseph, which represents starting with the head tribe, which is now Ephraim, which is Manasseh and Gad and Reuben and Issachar and Reuben. I don't know if I said that already, and so on and so forth. Naphtali and so on and so forth. All right, it says Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim. Okay, that now the head tribe in the tribes of Israel, his fellow, the northern kingdom, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, bringing the whole nation back together. And there won't be a head of the northern kingdom or a head of the southern kingdom. There'll be one head over the whole kingdom. Okay, they'll be back as one complete kingdom again, like in the days of King David and King Solomon. All right, and that one head will be Yahushua. Okay, from the tribe of Judah. It says, and put them even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in thine hand. Okay, and that was that point. So them being one of the head tribes of the north, talking about Joseph or Ephraim, representing the northern tribe of Israel, they got to catch hell, man. You got to catch hell too. All right. So Hurricane Dorian hitting you, earthquakes hitting you, Jerry and Lorenzo, and what was the one with the what was that other one? Trying to think of the name of that other storm. Yeah, all these storms, man. Karen, all these got to hit you. You got to deal with all of this. Okay? And that's not the end all be all for you. End all be all is when the 12,000 comes out of each tribe of all the 12 tribes. The rest of the nation, the 2/3, got to get destroyed, man, and hit the reset button and come back in their right minds, according to Hebrews the 8th chapter. All right, when they come back with the laws written in their inward parts, that will not be of the elect, but the elect will have it sealed in them without seeing that death by pain. All right. So from there, I want to go to Hosea. Perfect. Because this is why this is happening unto you. Okay. And I think start with verse 16 should be good. Hosea chapter 4. Matter of fact, and if you start at the top of this chapter, I'm gonna read it. Hosea 4:1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land." It says, "By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood." That goes for all 12 tribes, but the northern kingdom is guilty of it as well. Okay. Jump to verse 6, which we love to hit this one. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power." You didn't continue to stay separate within the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, performing them perfectly. So we got to catch these curses. We got to catch these perils, these adversities. Okay, we got to go through this. It said, "I will also forget thy children." Yep, it said, "As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore I will charge their glory to shame." Okay. "They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity." Okay, let me jump down. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep reading it. Verse 9, it says, "And they shall be like people, and there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doings." Okay, "For they shall eat and not have enough," and they're going to go through famine, man. Okay, there's a big famine coming. Literally, down there in Puerto Rico, they've been having food issues as well as in the other Venezuela and different places in South America as well, that count as that northern kingdom that's represented by their head tribe, which is Ephraim, which was, like I said, Puerto Rico. Okay. It says, "For they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord Yahweh. All right. Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart. Okay. Yep. Let me see. Yep. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declared unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms has caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their power. We went off with other gods, man. Okay, joined unto idols. Okay, we have been joined unto, and a matter of fact, it's going to get there. But if you continue reading, and you can see this happening to all the tribes over there, down in South America and in Central America, and even into those islands. Okay, it says the sacrifice at the tops of the mountains. And what's funny, you think of Venezuela in particular. I mean, Venezuela. What's the one with the Cesare Borgia statue? Brazil, in particular, with the big Cesare Borgia statue at the top. Okay, that's the first thing I think of. Okay, that's what just comes to mind. But when you look at all these cities that were conquered by the conquistadors, okay, who rules over us still today, you know, which were Edomites that out of Spain and different places like that rule over us. They set up these churches at the tops of these mountains with their gods and their idols in there. And our people were conquered and now believe in those things under tradition. Okay, not believing in our own real power, our own real Heavenly Father. And by the way, there's prophets in modern times. There's prophets down there now. I don't mean just random people. I mean the real prophets of the Lord of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua down there. There's a great millstone down there, as well as other camps down there. So you know that you're the children of Israel. Okay? There's definitely a brother down there in Puerto Rico. All right? And in different parts of South America, there's brothers down there. It says, they sacrifice upon the tops of mountains and burn incense upon the hills under oaks and poplars and elms. It says, because the shadow thereof is good, therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery. Let me see. Let me get to the point. First, it goes into that. Anyway, it says, verse 16, for Israel slideth back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord Yahweh will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Yeah, you're out there in the open to get dashed to pieces, man. You will feed them as a lamb in an open place. I mean, there's no protection, there's no hiding. The wolf can come in and just get you. And that's what these storms are doing. They're coming right through the Atlantic and running right into you and bombarding you. Okay? It says, Ephraim is joined to idols, let them alone. Okay? And we're joined in the idols, man. Okay? They are joined in the idols, and they've been getting hit year after year, century after century, decade after decade, you know, getting hit with these storms and still haven't woken up. Well, the Most High is going to send storm, tempest, earthquake, all these things upon you, and eventually fire. All right? It says, their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Their rulers with shame do love give thee. It says, the wind hath bound up, the wind have bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifice. And you're going to be ashamed because of the type of sacrifice that you're giving unto who you call God, which are no gods. Okay? Unto those different idols that you worship down there. Okay? And you got to deal with it. And here come the storms proving the Most High is not with that. Okay? So when the prophets are down there warning you about those whoredoms that you're committing with these other idols, you fan the hand at them. You tell them, you know, it's okay, and this is who we believe in. And you won't change from it. Well, these storms and these death and all that's coming for you, man, it's gonna deal with you. Okay, this stuff is gonna deal with you, and these are just more signs from the Heavenly Father that He's not playing no more with His people. All right. So I'm gonna close out with 1 Peter. Yeah, 1 Peter 4, up at the top is 17. Yeah, I started 17. It says, it says, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. Okay, what has to be the judgment in the earth, because everybody on earth is about to get judged. He will plead with all flesh, pursuing Isaiah, I believe the 55th chapter, something like that. This is when this event coming is when he's going to plead with all flesh. I mean, there's World War III where the nations are going to get judged. There's storm and tempest and chariot sightings and everything. All of this is going to happen in this one large event in the earth. And this event is a culmination of different events. As the brothers in Dallas and the UK put together, this is an algorithm of everything brewing together as a perfect storm, if you will. Okay, the perfect moment where the fats overflow and where the Lord comes back, man. Our people are all-time wickedness. The place, the nations are all shuffled up. The earth needs new management, and they're all ready to fight. And then here comes Yahweh Shai with the chariots and the angels, man, to rescue the elect and to do away with the wicked of our people and to set the nation of Israel in power back on earth the proper way. Okay, all of this has to happen in this time, but judgment must begin at you Israelites first. Okay, it says, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, at you Israelites. And if it first begin at us, what shall it be to them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? The 2/3 in the other nations. You don't catch it. You don't catch a swift one, man. You're gonna catch a bad one. All right. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where should the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit to the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful creator. Okay? Because we catch a little hell now as a men of the Lord, but and Lord willing of the elect. But you people that obey not the gospel, man, you're gonna catch it bad, man. And these storms are just the easy part of it coming. Okay? It's only gonna increase as time goes on. It ain't going back to where it's just gonna be wonderful sunny days for tens of years and decades and half centuries and keep worshiping Cesare Borgia and different Santeria and different I forgot the name of the other female idols that you worship down there. That ain't gonna continue. Keep going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade and the Dominican Parade. All that ain't about to continue on, man. Okay? All that ain't about to continue on forever. All right? The Most High is moving in the earth. Matter of fact, I gotta pull one of my favorite scripts. Go to the book of Luke. I believe it's the 12th chapter. Come on. Yep, Luke 12:56. Ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky. You can see. Matter of fact, let me start up. Verse 54 says, and he said unto the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower, and it is so. Okay, and when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, you can tell the weather. Okay, when these things are going on, all right. Certain showers, and because of the clouds in the west come, and it says, verse 56, ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it ye do not discern this time? How do you not know that this is the time that the Heavenly Father is coming back, going to send his son back to the earth? Okay, that his spirit is on the earth now, and he's about to send his son back to the earth. How do you not know this? Okay, why is this not, with all these UFO, I'm going to call them UFOs, but we know what they are. They're the chariots of the Most High. They're making sightings, and they're not even hiding no more. They're just out there playing with Iranian gunships, and I mean, this is a time like we've never seen before. Oh, it's just social media, this stuff. Okay, say what you want, But it's meant for this time to be caught on these cameras, to be seen, so there's no question in the earth. And then the prophets are on the streets telling you what everything is going on, why these storms is happening to certain places, why the earthquakes are hitting in this time. Okay, showing you the prophecy in it. Okay, why these perils are coming upon our people. Okay, because of your idol worship, particularly, among other things, bad diet. All of these things are gonna play to where you have to correct this in the spirit, man. And if you don't, you will be destroyed. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, man. And it's only gonna continue to get worse and worse. All right. The more our people revolt, the worse and worse it's gonna get. But there's gonna be a day where it all changes, and we're gonna be in righteousness. All right, so anyway, with that, giving all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Arakah Kodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. And to the next one, Shalom.